Shifting our focus back home, viewers, let's tell you all about that is happening in northeast. The Sikkim flood rescue by Indian Army is underway as more than 1,500 tourists remain stranded due to heavy rainfall and landslides. Torrential rains, remember, have caused massive disruption, damaging 2 bridges and blocking key routes in North Sikkim. Indian Army teams have been deployed to rescue tourists and restore essential services. The relentless rainfall over the past few days triggered flash floods and landslides, cutting off major road access to Lachung, Chungthang and Yumthang. As a result, over 1,500 tourists, including women and children, were trapped in these remote areas. The Indian Army launched a rescue mission immediately. Troops reached the affected zones with food, water, blankets, as well as medical kits. Helicopters and drones were also deployed to locate isolated groups and assess the damage. Teesta River's water level rose significantly on Sunday, remember, to the heavy and continuous downpour in Sikkim. The Indian Met Department has issued a red alert for Sunday in the state's Mangan district for heavy to very heavy rain in the region. In fact, the Met has also issued an orange alert for Sikkim's Gyalshing, Namchi, Soreng, Gangtok and Pakyong regions for the next 24 hours. My colleague Tejashri is joining us with more on this. Tejashri, what's the ground situation today? What's the update? This is extremely concerning. I believe you're also getting us more from what is happening behind you. What is the current situation?
Well, yes, let me tell you that several states of northeast are affected by these heavy downpour that resulted into floods. Quickly cutting across the visuals, these are the visuals that we are giving you of the Teesta River, that you can see that how there has been a significant rise in the flow. Also, the water river, the level of the water as well here in the Teesta River, and that's the Teesta Bazaar from where we are reporting right now. However, we'll aware that how the several houses, they have been damaged. These houses were all submerged in the water. You can see that this house in fact was approximately 8 to 10 feet, but how the sand in fact is over here accumulated inside this house. However, not just this, but beyond this also there are 2 to 3 rooms. We'll not go inside because it's definitely not safe as well, not recommended as well to go inside. But the way you can see the situation over here, we'll try to move forward so as to give an idea that how the situation is very sensitive over here, very difficult, and the bridges also have been collapsing. We have been seeing the visuals that how the damage, the destructions these floods have been causing. That's another picture of house we have been giving you, how the water is filled in this particular house as well. The water has been the heavy flow of water is damaging the houses, not just houses but the roads as well. Remember that red alert has been issued in all the areas as well. People have evacuated. People have in fact evacuated this entire area. They have gone to some other place. They are in fact in a relief center as of now, and in fact from here also we'll just try to move a bit forward because this is definitely a very slippery area. I would request Arnab to be careful over here and show the visuals from that end so that we can get an idea that how the water level in the Teesta River has been rising, and we are just 5 kilometers away from Sikkim. And remember that how in Mangan also there were several tourists who were stranded. On my right hand side there is another visual of the destruction, of the damage that's been caused over here at Teesta Bazaar from where we have been reporting right now. And not just that, but in Lanchin also there are several tourists who are still stranded. We have also seen the visuals of Lanchin where several tourists have been evacuated. A joint operation, rescue operation is being carried out by NDRF, by SDRF and also by the state police as well. But we'll try to move forward a bit to show and get a sense that what's the condition over here. Definitely the condition will take time to get back to normal. People have been leaving this area, and there are several roads as well that are also in fact affected. There are several landslides that have been reported. Not just that, but more than 30 people have lost their lives. We have seen the visuals of also the damage and the destructions caused at the roads that also also are cutting off the, main connection towards the main highway. That's
Okay.
the major problem over here. But what we can get from the ground is, yes, the situation over here is definitely not normal because of the water level that's been rising, because it is not normal to the people. As we spoke over here, the residents spoke and in fact told that normally this is not the condition. The water never comes up to this level, and that visual also you can show at my right hand side. There was it was a footpath. It was a footpath over there. That footpath has also been damaged. So that's entire area. In fact, we have been reporting from Ground Zero Times Now only channel, getting you the Ground Zero reports from several areas that are worstly affected in the northeast region, and the red alert.
Absolutely, Tejshri. And as you speak, of course, rescue and relief operations continue by the armed forces, by the Indian Army and Indian Air Force, who have been pressed into action. But you, as well as our video journalists, please be very careful. This is, of course, a precarious situation, viewers. And at times now, as Tejshri said, we have been getting you updates on the ground situation from northeastern region, where several parts are reeling under floods because of the kind of heavy rainfall that the entire region has witnessed. This was in Sikkim, viewers. Let's also get you what's happening in Assam. The flood situation in Assam was grim on Sunday, as 10 major rivers were flowing above the danger level, and 78,000 people were affected by the deluge in more than 15 districts. In fact, Tripura also witnessed heavy to very heavy rainfall across multiple districts on Sunday, and it is expected to receive extremely heavy downpour in isolated areas till the 4th of June. The death toll in rain-induced landslides, floods, flash floods and lightning across the northeastern region reached 30 since the night of 29th May. Now, according to data provided by officials in the affected states, 22 people have lost their lives. 8 of them were from Assam, 7 from Arunachal Pradesh, 4 from Mizoram and 3 from Meghalaya. Let me go across to my colleague Anamika, who's joining us from Assam. Anamika, what's the situation in Assam? How's the weather like? And as far as relief and rescue is concerned, what is the update on that? All right, we'll try and reconnect with Anamika. That's the latest visual, viewers, that is coming out of, the northeastern region. This is particularly Assam, where Lakhimpur district, remember, has been one of the worst affected due to these flash floods after heavy rainfall. The Chief Minister, Himanta Biswa Sarma, also taking stock of the situation in Lakhimpur. My colleague Anamika is back with us on the broadcast. Anamika, what's the ground situation today? What's the weather like? Get us an update of what is currently the situation in Assam.
Yes, as I told you, I'm in Lachit Ghat, and presently it's not raining over here in Guwahati. It's a bit of relief over here. But IMD also have mentioned that upcoming 2 days it will be raining. But as you mentioned, the place particularly called Amtala in Lakhimpur, the situation over there is very worsened. And CM of Assam, Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma, have taken stock over there, have some conversation with those people, and went to the relief camps, how the people are into in particular situation. And behind me you can see the river, the Brahmaputra, the almighty river Brahmaputra, where the water level, you can see it's already into in danger level. And talking about if it is not raining in Assam itself, but continuously the neighboring states like Arunachal Pradesh, Meghalaya, Sikkim and other neighboring state, Manipur, Mizoram, continuously their rain is downpour is going on over there. But talking about particular state called Arunachal Pradesh, from Arunachal Pradesh also the water is flowing towards the Brahmaputra river also. It's a very dangerous situation over here, and you can see here behind me the water level of the Brahmaputra, and administration have stopped the boat because on my left it's Amin Gao, and on my right it's Fancy Bazaar, the hardcore city of Guwahati itself. This particular area connects each other, and via the boat service, via the state government boat service, only those people connect each other from the daily lives. And as the water level has risen over here, so those particular particular boats has stopped as of now because of the danger level. And I will ask my Vijay to focus on the back side. If you can see, this is the particular area you can see where the Lachi statue is there. This is the condition of this particular river. Although the rain is not there, although it's not raining in Guwahati at the moment, the rising water level of the Brahmaputra remains a serious concern as it's reached in the danger mark. Adding to the situation, rainfall from Arunachal Pradesh is flowing into the Brahmaputra river. Further, might be worsen the scenario. Even after the rainfall subsides, it will take considerable time for the water level in Brahmaputra to recede to normal. And talking about the SOPs, what CM of Assam, Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma, have mentioned, and back-to-back Himanta Biswa Sharma have visited the Amtola in Lakhimpur, and he have said that back-to-back in other states, back-to-back in other places also, he might be going over there to take the stock of the situation.
All right, Anamika, be careful. Of course, we'll keep touching base with you as far as the ground situation in Assam is concerned. Viewers from Sikkim and Assam, let's move to Manipur. In continued efforts to save lives, the Indian Army has launched Operation Jal Rahat 2 in flood-hit Manipur. On day 2 of the operation, the Army and the paramilitary force Assam Rifles carried out extensive rescue missions across Imphal East and Imphal West districts, evacuating over 500 civilians, including children and the elderly. The troops are working round the clock as relentless rains continue to trigger flash floods and waterlogging across the region. Rescue and relief efforts remain in full swing at the moment in Manipur. Now, this was about Manipur. Let's also get you what is happening in Arunachal Pradesh. Amid the ongoing flood crisis, a chilling video from Arunachal Pradesh has now gone viral, showing a man crossing a dangerously flooded river on a damaged suspension bridge. Now, this video, reportedly from a remote village in Anjaw district, captures the terrifying moment as the man carefully navigates the remnants of a hanging bridge, with the river below raging due to relentless monsoon rains. Let me go across to my colleague Tejashri. Tejashri, you know, these visuals that we are getting for our viewers also tell us how the citizens, how people who've been impacted are grappling with this extremely concerning, serious challenge of monsoon fury. All right, we'll try and reconnect with my colleague Tejashri, but visuals that you see, viewers, on your screens are from several parts, multiple locations across northeastern region which have been impacted by the monsoon wrath. The chief ministers are monitoring the situation. The government of India, the Home Minister, has assured all possible assistance. And even as we speak, authorities are pressed into action in making sure there is relief and rescue operation that is carried out in full swing. The Indian Army is at multiple locations helping out people, not just with rescuing them from flash floods, rescuing stranded tourists as well, but also providing food, water and medical help. We'll keep getting you the ground situation and regular updates of what's happening in northeastern region. But right now, it's time for a short break. News and updates continue on the other side.